Hi, good
Hi.
day, Larry. How are you?
Very good. How are you?
Excellent. It's nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
Hi, everyone. This is Venus here with Entrepreneurs Series in Peddling PDX. Welcome. Here we have our first entrepreneur who's decided to join us. Thank you so much for this interview.
Well, thank you.
This is Larry Mooris. He owns an office here in Clackamas, Oregon, and he is one of the wonderful people who helps people take care of their needs with Aflac. And he's going to tell us all about Aflac. I know so little, so let him educate us. I look forward to hearing what he has to say. So how long have you been with Aflac?
I've been with Aflac just at 4 years.
Oh, beautiful.
So the company itself has been around since 1955, which most people don't realize.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing.
Yes, it's a fun company to work for.
It is amazing. So how'd you hear about Aflac? What brought you in?
Actually, I spent 30 years of my life working in the auto repair industry. I owned my own shop for 16 years. Got to a point where I just needed to make a change and look for something different, and I started with another company that was a competitor of ours. I did fairly well, and then got recruited over to come to Aflac. So,
oh, they recruited you, did they?
They did.
Oh, kudos to you. Hats off. Well done.
Yeah, and it's been a phenomenal ride for 4 years. So.
Wow, that's incredible. So what is Aflac exactly? I mean, a lot of us are familiar with healthcare insurance and other types of insurance, our 401ks, but what exactly is Aflac and why do we need it?
Well, I think the best way to understand Aflac is to kind of put together stories or understand how it would work in people's lives. So my very first claim was with a lady who was a single mom of 3 children, and she had wrecked on her quad in Coos Bay, Oregon, and broke her neck.
Oh my soul.
And so she'd actually been out of work when I first talked to her for 45 days. She had Aflac, but nobody else at her company did. And so I just talked to her briefly, made sure everything was okay, asked if I could come back in once she got back to work and offer Aflac to everybody else, if she would help me do that with the HR people and everything. And she said, of course. So for her, she already had major medical, right? And major medical, of course, pays for your doctor and your hospital and all that kind of stuff, right? But when she called me back the second time, she'd been out of work for 105 days.
Wow.
Okay. And
most of us wouldn't survive out of work for 105 days. That's our entire lives.
Right, because even if you have major medical that's paying the medical bills, right?
Who's paying the house bills?
Who's paying the rent, mortgage,
wow.
Utilities, food, gas, all that stuff. So, and again, being a single mom with 3 children, she didn't even have a roommate, okay? Wow. And so she called me and she said, hey, I'm running out of my savings, or I'm out of my savings, I need help. I tried to put a claim in, I didn't know what I'm doing, and I need help with that. So I helped her file a claim. One of our claims to fame with Aflac is 97% of our claims get paid in 4 days or less.
Oh my soul.
So I called up Aflac 4 days after putting in her claim, said, hey, what's going on with Trisha's claim? They said, oh, we're not paying. And I said, well, why is that? And they said, well, she had lapsed on her policies. So while she was out of work, nobody was paying her premiums. So she was, again, over 100 days lapsed on her premiums. So Aflac said, look, get her caught up 2 months and we'll pay. So she had 2 policies. They were $55 a month. She paid $110 for those 2 months of lapsed premiums. And Aflac paid her first 3 checks that she got was $13,000. So that's how Aflac's different, is what we do, what we cover, wow. And also just how we run our business is quite a bit different than most insurance companies.
That's so amazing. I mean, could any of us go 105 days without our bills being paid? I sure couldn't. I'll tell you that right now. Larry, that's amazing. As having been an entrepreneur before, this was a natural step into this for you. Is that correct, or was it a little challenging?
Well, it was a total different field.
Of course, but obviously one with a heart that you were dedicated to.
Well, especially once I got that very first claim handed to me, and you see how that works, and then you see the company behind you, because I mean, in the automobile industry, you have the different parts stores or whatever that's behind you, but your name is and your face is the thing that people remember, right? So Aflac's not really any different than that. we're out there talking to the community, we're talking to the business owners, we're shaking hands, we're making promises, but we got a company behind us that lives up to their promises, you know. So that's what I really like about, you know, Aflac, and then being able to help people like that. And even though I was just a very small part of that with Trish, it just gave me a huge feeling of, you know, I don't even know how to describe it. I mean, I still get chills when I think about it because
it's an amazing story. It makes me cry. It's so good.
And you'll hear lots of stories like that.
Oh, and that is exactly why I asked you to be my first premier entrepreneur, because really being an entrepreneur is about changing your community, about helping your community, and about bringing something to the community that it doesn't already have. And that is what you bring to Clackamas, and we're so grateful to have you here. So if you're in the Portland, Oregon area or in Clackamas area, I hope that you are interested in Aflac if you're working and you decide to come and see Larry Mooris. He's so amazing. Larry's going to tell us a little bit more about Aflac, and if you are interested in changing your career like he did, he spent 16 years in 30 years in the automotive industry. Oh my soul. And with the way technology is changing everything, people need to be thinking about the shift in their careers. 30 years in the automotive industry, and now here he is, 4 years in Aflac in the insurance industry, and he seems happy. You seem very happy.
I'm very happy.
His wife is his receptionist. His son works with him. It's a family company. They're doing beautiful work for beautiful people.
Great point. And one of the things I really love about Aflac versus my own shop is, I mean, I knew how to work on cars, but I didn't know how to run a business, right? And I didn't really have any mentorship or anything like that. I actually had to hire that. I had to go outside and find a management course that would specialize for, you know, auto repair shops and yada, yada, yada. Whereas with Aflac, you have, you know, over 60 years of experience that you can lock into and get mentorship and help you to become whatever you want to become in this business, you know. So that's one of the things I really love is if I need help, it's only a phone call away.
Amazing. That is amazing. How long has your son been working with you?
Just a year. 1 year.
Oh, exciting.
Yeah, it's fun.
That's fun.
Hopefully we'll get some more of his siblings in on it.
Well, speaking of recruiting, you guys do recruiting, don't you?
Well, that's my main part of my job. My main focus is adding to the team and helping to build the team. So, you know, recruiting and then also training those recruits so that they can be self-sufficient and run their own agencies per se.
Oh, that is amazing. So, I mean, you hear it here. If you're interested in changing your career path and, you know, moving into an industry that is so under-touched, so under, what would you say? I would definitely...
Under-penetrated?
It's definitely under-penetrated. It's definitely a market that is under-penetrated, and people are ready to get involved and ready to get... take care of their bills when they get hurt. I mean, this is a serious thing. We're all at that age now where we have those moments, where we have those accidents, and sometimes just things happen. And I think that being prepared is one of the things that we should all be mindful of, because you never know when something's going to hit and you're just not ready. And having something like Aflac can really just alleviate a lot of the stress and the pain when you're already dealing with a lot of stress and pain. And I just think that's amazing. So tell us more about your recruiting, if you could, please.
Well, we would like to make it as personal as possible, right? We do recruit right here in Clackamas, and we keep everything local. So even though Aflac is a big corporation and we have a lot of backing and support, we try to make it that small town feel and be a part of the community. So we recruit from within the community, and we train here locally, and we reach out to business owners. And so there is a huge opportunity. I mean, we're very understaffed considering the needs with healthcare reform and the shifts and all the things that have happened there. It's made our position more relevant today than ever before.
Absolutely.
So, and people understand it a little bit better, but still, you know, 96% of the people out there know who the duck is. I mean, you know, ask somebody who Aflac is and they'll quack at you, right? But only about 5% understand what we do and how it would work in their lives. So it's up to the agents to go out and meet those people and educate those people. And right now we only have about a 4% penetration in Portland area.
Wow.
And so the opportunity is huge.
That's an amazing opportunity for you. Sales bugs out there that really love to get out and meet the people, get in with business owners, and really help employees to achieve their financial freedom and success within their own ability to just manage when emergencies happen. I mean, that's huge. So, is there anything else that you'd like to add?
Well, there's lots of things I could add, but I
please, by all
think,
means.
well, no, I think we've covered a lot of the bases, and I think if somebody's interested, what I would love to do is just talk to them one-on-one. Can't really promise them anything until I meet them. We do normally
So
do.
you encourage people to contact you so that they can, if they're interested in either getting Aflac for themselves and their family or their business, or if they're interested in possibly working with you?
Yes.
That's
Can you attach my
Yeah,
stuff?
absolutely. I'll be happy to attach all of your information.
Perfect.
So you'll be able to find all of Larry Mooris's information from Clackamas, Oregon in the body of the blog. I will make sure that all of his contact information are there so that you can reach him, and if you're interested in working with this wonderful man and his beautiful family, or if you're interested in having him help you and your family secure your home and your lifestyle, I think that, he's a great man and a great resource here in Clackamas, and we're really lucky to have him as a part of our community. So thank you so much for coming out, or letting me come out today and join you and do a quick little interview. And I really appreciate you letting me borrow your time.
Well, thank you. I feel very humbled. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very kindly. You're so sweet. Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
All right.
Thanks again. And I will just turn us off here. We'll see you soon, folks. Make sure to tune in next time. Bye for now.